how's it going, everybody? It is Josh Thomas here, and I just woke up like 20 minutes ago, as you can probably tell, because I'm all bleh. But, so this is kind of exciting because I woke up and I noticed that Nintendo and Universal Studios have a little bit of a trailer announcement on Nintendo's YouTube channels, which is, as many of you know, I'm obsessed with theme parks and I love Nintendo, and so these two things combining has been something that I've been cautiously optimistic about. So anyways, here it is, the vision for Nintendo at Universal theme parks. It's only about a minute and a half, but I wanted to do a reaction to this because this project in particular is probably one of the most potentially exciting things that has happened with Nintendo for quite some time, and Universal for quite some time. So let's watch it, let's react. I'm gonna be pausing the video through this reaction because I'm sure there's gonna be stuff that I want to talk about. So here we go. That's in Florida. I've been there many times. Okay, so pause here. So Mark Woodbury is one of the biggest scumbags on the planet. Yeah, that's right, I just said that. This guy right here is responsible. He's single-handedly responsible for the closure of the Jaws ride, Amity Boat Tours, the whole Amity area at Universal Studios. This guy is the one that got that project in motion. He's the reason there's no Jaws ride at Universal. So frankly, this guy can go die in a ditch as far as I'm concerned. But I do like the stuff behind him though. I like all that real Mario stuff. That's pretty cool. So having said that, let's continue on. Oh God, I hate your face so much. Look at your evil, ugly face. We are constantly amazed how the park developers are bringing the essence of our games to life in the real world. Ooh, in the real world, that's actually a positive thing. Together we are building it with an eye for what, guys? So here's the thing with Nintendo at Universal Studios. Universal Studios, or should I say Universal Orlando Resort, doesn't really make rides that I approve of anymore, because they make a lot of rides that are just simulator rides. In other words, stuff's just being projected on a boring screen, you put 3D glasses on, and not a lot of stuff is really there. I have a respect and a fondness for really building the attractions. The Jaws ride was it was 5 actual animatronic sharks, big explosions in front of you, real water. Disney, the Haunted Mansion, it's all really there. So I don't like simulator rides, and that's pretty much, Universal Orlando keeps proving that is all they're capable of doing. So I'm a little bit worried about Nintendo being at Universal because I feel like they're just gonna do simulator rides, and I don't want a simulator ride, I want a real thing. So Mr. Miyamoto saying bringing them to life in the real world, that has me very excited, because I think that's the way to do it. We already experienced Nintendo's characters on a screen. The exciting thing would be to be able to experience Nintendo's characters in real life in some way. So anyway, sorry, I know I'm pausing this, but I want to talk a lot about this, so here we go. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. So they keep saying Nintendo World and not just Mario, which is very good. I love those sets in the background. That's pretty cool. What did they build those for? Is that a part of what we're gonna see, or is that just for this video? We're working very hard to create attractions that can be equally enjoyable to anyone regardless of age. Okay, that makes sense. That's what the games are like. Since we're really bringing the world to life, I think Mario will feel like he finally came home. We'll continue to review more information, so please keep a look. It's going to be fun. Okay, got it. Yeah, I mean, that didn't really say a lot. That seems like the type of thing that should have been ready when they first announced it. But they mentioned a whole lot about bringing it to life in front of you, which again, like I already just said, that is very exciting to me. That's what I want. I want animatronics. I want, you can do some simulation stuff. You can do some projector wall, 3D, whatever. I feel like a Nintendo ride would also maybe be interactable because they're video game characters. Maybe it should be something we interact with. I don't know. If you look at like the Men in Black ride at Universal Orlando, that would be cool. Something like that where we're interacting, you're shooting at things. That could be like a Metroid kind of ride. Obviously, they're not going to tear down Men in Black. But still, something where you have physical things. That's all I want from this, as long as there's a lot of physical stuff. Because over the summer, myself and Roger, we went to Florida, and we went to Universal Orlando, and I got to go on the new King Kong ride, which was new this summer, and I was so excited, and it sucks. The new King Kong ride at Islands of Adventure, I think it's called like Skull Island, Reign of Kong, is pretty crappy. The queue line is amazing, and you get to see a big animatronic King Kong. But other than that, everything in the middle of those two things is basically just look at the screen, just screens all over, 3D screens. I don't want that with Nintendo Land, so we'll see what they do. But I'm cautiously optimistic. I mean, it's weird because it's like, I love both of these things. I love Universal Studios parks. I love Nintendo, but these are two entities that have just beaten me down so much as of the last, like, 3 to 5 years. Closing the Jaws ride for more Harry Potter garbage. A lot of really bad games like Chibi Robo Ziplash and Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival and Mario Tennis Ultra Smash and Metroid Prime Federation Force and Star Fox Zero. The list goes on and on with Nintendo in terms of things that have disappointed me. But maybe it's time for these two entities to finally make me happy again. And once Nintendo is at Universal, then we can work on getting the Jaws ride back, and then I will literally just physically live there for the rest of my life. So anyways, that was my little reaction to this announcement. I wish they would have given dates. They didn't give any dates. We just know the Japanese version is going to be open for the Olympics in 2020. I would be absolutely shocked if all of them could not be open by then, or at least within that time frame. If they have not even begun construction on the Orlando version of Nintendo Land and the Japanese version is already open, that's a huge, huge problem. Because that means that this wouldn't open until like 2022 or something. I don't know. I feel like they're all going to be opening around 2020. That's the way to do it, at least. That's 4 years from now, for God's sakes, right? The Olympics in Japan are... No, is it 2020? It's 2018 in Japan. I don't know. I just know it's going to be open for the Olympics in Japan. But it better be ready soon after here in America, because there are a lot more guests in the American parks than there are in the Japanese parks. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm rambling at this point. Thanks for watching my reaction, guys. Reaction videos aren't the most exciting thing in the world, but there you have it. I will talk to you guys soon. And when more stuff comes out about this, I am definitely going to be talking about it. But, yeah. All right. I'll see you later. I feel like I want to go back to bed.